be confused
with your anonymous host.
There we go. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that hits a little bit close to home for me. And I
A
believe
little bit close to home?
Yeah, and I think a little bit for my co-host too.
But you said close to home.
Oh, yeah. So we're talking about homelessness. That's a topic for today. But before going into that, let's do our disclaimer. Take it away.
Okay, so our disclaimer is we have no idea what we're talking about. We're students. We're just having thoughts. We're confused about things. I don't have the official disclaimer. Do you want to add anything?
No, yeah. We are just people talking about our own experiences. We are in school, studying psychology, counseling, social work. So sometimes we might know what we're talking about a little bit, but yeah.
This is just a safe place for us to have conversations about whatever we're thinking, whatever has been happening in the world. I think that this topic today is a topic that I just, after 3 years, realized that I was homeless. Mm-hmm. So that was interesting.
Yeah. So, but the usual definition for homelessness is you don't have a roof, you don't have support, you don't have resources. But I think the definition, after me and my co-host talked about is, when we were not live, we realized, it's a little bit more complex than this.
Mm-hmm. And also the impact that it has on mental health, and I guess from two perspectives that have been what we consider homeless.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to start. So I moved to Puerto Rico in 2017.
Wait, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
You are feeling great?
Yeah.
I feel a little bit off. I don't know. But I was feeling really good earlier.
I don't know.
I think a lot of social interaction.
Yeah.
Trained me.
So you're more of a, what's it called? Introvert?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So
interesting. Okay.
Talk about your.
So yeah, I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. On 2017, Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, and I had to move. School wasn't starting. I needed to take care of my grandmother. Help take care of her. And they were going to move her here to Florida, so I accompanied her and stayed over here. I had to go to school here. I worked here. However, I was living in my aunt's house or then my grandma's house, and I didn't have a stable home, for a while. Why are you laughing? This is a sad story.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. The other day you were telling me something, and I was just laughing in your face.
Okay. No, it's okay.
In training.
No, but you don't laugh when you're getting paid. It's okay.
No, exactly.
And yeah, so I didn't realize I was homeless until I had to fill out my FAFSA application where I had to document my living situation, and then I realized, oh wait, what the heck? Technically I'm homeless. Yeah, that's how I find out. On my FAFSA, I had to put like my living situation and all that, and I said, oh wait, I don't have a home per se. I don't have that feeling like, oh, I'm going home like I had when I lived in Puerto Rico. And it wasn't until now, I knew that I was homeless, but it wasn't until now that I realized, the effects this has. And I don't want to compare it at all with the people that are, the veterans in the streets and all that. But, we also don't want to dismiss people like us that it does have an impact, not necessarily because you don't have a roof over your head. We were homeless. I was homeless, even though I had a roof over my head. I didn't have a place to call home. I didn't have that sense of, what's security. That word I try to say? Security and
homeostasis.
Yeah.
Say it.
Homeostasis.
Oh, man.
That's so hard to say. And, yeah, my experience, while it's unique, it's not uncommon, and I think you can't relate to this too, right?
It's not uncommon because it's very easy to get in that situation. So in 2017, Hurricane Irma came to my house. And the last time that I was actually in my home that I bought at the ripe old age of 25, it was September 9th. And then I never got to stay in my house again. And I bounced from a family member's house for a couple weeks. I stayed at my partner's house for a couple days. I stayed at a hotel. I stayed at my mom's house for a while. That was the abusive house. I grew up and that was where I was abused. So that was traumatizing extra on top of the regular stuff that was going on.
Tell me if you had the similar experience while that process, jumping from house to house. I remember it felt like this feeling of just like where everything's moving and you can't stop. You need to keep going.
You have to go.
Yeah, and it's like you don't
Yes.
feel like you have that feeling of like everything is just going,
Yes.
and you don't know where you're at.
And you
It's
just
like a
have to
weird
keep
feeling.
going.
Yeah.
You have no, like, I don't remember at all breaking down or having like
No.
anything other than it was like survival
Yeah.
mode. You had to be in survival mode for the whole entire. I was homeless for like 2 years until I got my other house in 2019. That's crazy. And I just realized that on Tuesday that I was
And
homeless.
probably many of the situations or mood changes that we went, maybe 2, 3, 4 years after that, it's because of that trauma that we pushed in. Because not we didn't push in, we didn't know.
You had to survive.
Yeah.
You had no time to deal with the trauma or respond to any of it. It was consistent trauma. So how long were you homeless? How long were you
Until
without a home?
we've never been, since we moved, I've never been in a house for more than 1 year or 2 years, I think. And it's
So
but
when
the
did-
first place that we rented that was ours, it was like 2 years.
Have you found a place that you would consider home now?
I'm renting a
still
place. I'm gonna move soon to a new place, but doesn't feel like home.
You still don't feel like you're.
No, I don't. I
Ugh,
still don't feel
What's
like.
that like?
I don't know. I just keep thinking of Puerto Rico. I think I moved technically without.
It was an impulsive move, but it
From
was
my
like you were
parents.
forced to move. Yeah.
I was forced to move, and it wasn't up to me. I just needed to do whatever they said, and I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, I don't feel like I have a place to call home.
I'm wondering because we were talking earlier, like when you think of Puerto Rico, and I know you were there a couple months ago, but it was like a short trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time that you were there for like a longer trip?
Oof, I don't know. The longest I've been since I moved, it's been like a week or a week and a half.
So, do you think that it could have possibly changed?
And every
from what
time that I go, it gets worse.
That's
Every
what I'm
time that I
saying.
leave.
That's what I'm saying. Oh wait.
Every time, also, I miss it more. Like I feel more like shit.
Oh. Okay, so do you think that it could have possibly changed to be not beneficial for you to live there?
I don't know. I think if I would have stayed, there would have been a lot of benefits. However, I've had a lot of other benefits here, but at what cost? Like, I was able to get my associates free of cost. I applied to a bunch of scholarship and a bunch of opportunities that I was never going to be able to find in Puerto Rico. Or maybe I was able to find them, but not at the level that, I was going to be able to. The experience that I've gained here, the opportunities that I've been given, it would have been a lot harder to obtain than in Puerto Rico.
Would you change
But at the
it?
same time, I think I would prefer to be happy with less than to be where I'm at.
So what if you didn't get your degree? Would you be happy with that?
I don't know. There's no way to know.
Think about it.
I'll be happy. Like right now, I'm happy because of the sense of accomplishment, in that my academic area. But in my personal one, my familial goals and all that, I'm not satisfied with them. If I would have been in Puerto Rico, I think it'll be the opposite. It'll be dissatisfied with my academic achievements,
and professional.
Yeah.
But you'd be happy with a family.
But I would have that sense, of family accomplishment, or I don't know, that sense of community that I don't have here.
So you think if you were in Puerto Rico, you would have a family already?
No, not in that sense.
No,
yeah.
you would be closer to your family in
Exactly,
Puerto Rico.
yeah.
But I'm saying, do you think that you would already have a family because you don't have school that's occupying you? You don't have this job that's occupying you.
I don't think so. No.
You don't think so?
No, because no, I don't think so. But anyway, let me see. Where did we left off? So how did it impact us? How did that situation, that homeless situation that we were,
I don't know.
how did it impact us in our mental health?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what trauma I have that is stemmed to that because I just realized it 2 days ago.
Let's try to figure out here. It's live. Come on.
We don't have enough time. I think I'm very insecure when it comes to my home that I have now. I'm always afraid that something's going to happen to it. I also think that I had to build a safe place again because I had a safe place with my other home, and then I think I'm just worried about losing it all. But also, I feel like, yeah, like I literally lost everything, a whole entire house, and look at me now, almost done with grad school. Who knows where I would have been if I stayed in that house or if I stayed in that timeline. That's what I think of it as. It's just a
A
timeline switch.
timeline.
Yeah. I have to listen. The Salulu is being Dulu. Delulu.
I don't even know how I think it's actually affecting me now
How?
because not so long ago, maybe 1 year ago, I moved from like I was living with my mom renting a home a couple times every 2 years. We moved due to job or school or whatever. And due to personal situations that were going on between me and her, I decided to try and rent a place on my own. And if I had that sense of I don't have a home while living with my mom, now that I'm living by myself, I think it's even bigger, that sense of isolation. Or
Do
not
you make
isolation.
it your
Yeah.
own home though? Do you make it like your own safe
I'm
space?
barely home. I
Well,
work
that's the
8 to 4,
thing.
then go to school 6 to 10, and go to my place, sleep, eat, cook something for the next day, sleep, repeat.
So can you make this place your home so at least when you are there, when you are at home, you enjoy that space?
When I'm at home, I cannot enjoy it. I need to get out because I feel
Exactly.
like I don't feel like, where am I? This is not like, this doesn't feel like home. I don't want to be here. So
Okay, so as a counselor, I would say, and you run away from it. You don't
yeah,
want to be there, and you run away
I'm
from it,
used
and
to
you make
run.
yourself
Yeah,
busy.
yeah. I'm used to not running since I
So
moved here, since Hurricane
you've
Maria.
never been stable,
I've never been stable, and I'm
and
afraid of stability. I
but when
think,
you
holy
exactly
whoa.
when you get that stability,
Hey, let's
you
turn
don't
this off.
like
This got
it.
too personal.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm asking you questions. But that got too scary for you. You have
Yeah.
stability, and you're like, I'm going to make this place like a inhospitable environment. I don't want to be safe in this place because safety isn't safe. Because you were safe in Puerto Rico,
Uh
and
huh.
then it wasn't safe after Hurricane Maria. Yeah, put those papers away. We,
No,
we went
yeah.
a whole different
Yeah,
direction.
I said, well, nothing else in my notes I can use here.
Okay, but so let's go with that. Like, what is that? Why don't you want that safety that you're craving so much?
I don't know. I guess we're afraid of what we've never.
But
Say
you had
we're
it.
afraid of new things.
You had it though. It's not a new thing. You had it in Puerto Rico. You had a safe. You had family issues and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, but you had a home.
I did.
And I think you reminisce a lot about Puerto Rico, and so you kind of live in the past and you don't live in the space that you're in right now.
And how do I live in the space that I'm right now? How do I?
You stay
How
there.
do
You stay in your
I? How
house.
do I live in the now, but also keeping the
Your
memories,
your
keeping.
love, your love and your memories for Puerto Rico isn't going to go away just because you start to enjoy the house that you're living in.
Feels like betrayal.
I know it does. And that's exactly what you have to get past. You're not betraying the island of Puerto Rico because you found a home and you feel safe in it.
Hmm.
I think this is a really good opportunity for you to make this your home.
Yeah,
Make it a
I'm moving
space.
in less than a week,
Yeah.
and I think, you know what, I'm gonna.
Decorate. Like, even in your office. It took you 2 years to
Took
start
me 2 years to
decorating.
start decorating my office
That
because
was
of
that
that.
was other things as
No, but
well.
also I think we can say, because I didn't feel safe, I guess, due to situations that were happening in
Yes.
the office.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
You didn't feel safe, so you didn't want to make this place.
homey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing in the other office. I just put up these things, but I didn't do anything in the other office because we had the same contributing factor to our not feeling safe here. But I feel like in this office, like, this is how I want my office to be. It's my space. Interesting.
Wow.
Look at us,
I like this one. I like the trend this took.
right?
I think we should leave it here. Okay, what do we leave our audience with?
Ah, what makes you feel safe and where do you feel at home?
Comment.
Comment here.
Yeah.
Send us an email.
Yeah.
What is
Give us
our
your
email?
opinions. Huh?
What is our email?
Our email?
I think it's to be
No, just comment on the comments below.
at
Yeah.
gmail.com.
Yeah. No.
Comment below.
Yeah, comment below. Yeah.
Subscribe and like.
Please. We're trying to make this a big thing, so help us too, you know?
And please let us be anonymous. I think that anonymity is really beneficial for us to continue doing this
Yeah.
and opening up and being vulnerable for our wonderful listeners.
So thank you for listening to us today.
This
Bye.
has been To Be Confused.
We need to work on those endings.